Up guys, I'm back, and today I've got some information for you on the Second Assault DLC. So I've finally finished grinding to get all the assignments and get all the weapons. In fact, I've got almost all the weapons in the game except for the UWP that you get with a special engineer assignment. But anyways, I've gotten all of them, and I've had my go at them and given them a try. And thought I'd give you guys my thoughts on them and the new maps that have just been released with the Second Assault DLC for Battlefield 4. So first of all, the weapons. So you've got the ASVAL, you've got the M60, you've got the goal sniper, you've also got this 6-barrel shotgun, not 6-barrel, 6-round shotgun, and I think that's the main ones. Oh, of course, the F2000. Okay, so first of all, F2000, pretty high rate of fire weapon. It comes with this sort of factory issue, a 1.6 times scope, might be 1.5. I'm pretty sure it's 1.6 though. But if you equip this thing, it makes you feel like you're in Halo or Starship Troopers or something like that. So it's got a pretty unique feel to it. It's actually a pretty fun scope to use. I've enjoyed using that gun. It's pretty useful. And it's just an all-around pretty great gun. I wouldn't say it's OP. I've seen a lot of people in chat talking about how it's so OP. I disagree. I don't think it's OP. So in this team deathmatch round, you're seeing I'm actually not using the 1.2 times scope. It's because you really don't need the extreme magnification when you're playing in matches that are you're going to be engaging enemies at more extreme close ranges rather than medium range. But for maps like Caspian Border, things like that you're going to be engaging people at more close to medium range, that's when you're going to win a lot of firefights with that scope. So as you can see, it's got a high rate of fire. It's also got a pretty good damage model, which makes this an extremely effective assault rifle. So moving on, ASVAL, that one actually has been out for a while. You've been able to sort of make use of this glitch where you could get the assignment early. And so it's actually been out for a while. It's basically a pre-silenced weapon. So it means it's already silenced. You have to put a silencer on it. You stay off the map. Downside for it is that you only have about 20 rounds in your clip. So that's sort of a bummer, but it's actually a pretty strong weapon. So great PW there. So this could just be me, but I found that trying to unlock the ASVAL was a pain in the butt. So in order to unlock this, you have to do the, I think it's express something assignment. But basically you have to do a lot of squad repairs, and you have to do those squad repairs in a helicopter. So you have to get in a helicopter and be in the same helicopter that a squad member is in and be repairing it all the time. And I don't know about you guys, but when I tried to do this, it just took forever for me to get the amount of squad repairs they wanted me to get. And so that was probably, ironically, the most difficult part of trying to unlock the ASVAL. The M60 is new light machine gun that they've added to the game. It's pretty powerful at long range. That's where it really shines. You really want to try to make this weapon something that give it the attachments that allow it to do really well at long range. Give it a give it a reflex sight. Give it maybe even a 3. I wouldn't say go higher than a 4 times scope on it. And engage people at range. Wouldn't recommend using a bipod most of the time, just because I usually don't really use bipods anyways. But yeah, great light machine gun, great stuff. Now, it's no secret that I'm not a super big fan of light machine guns. I think that they and shotguns really haven't fit into the meta for the game. DMRs, actually, now that they've been updated, I think they fit wonderfully. I don't like the sound they make. I know everyone complains about the sound that DMRs make when they whiz past your head and they go they make this like crashing noise. I have no idea why they have to have that. It's the same noise that snipers make, except for when you have a sniper, you usually have bolt action shots. So it means you'll hear one of them, and then maybe 5 seconds later, so you'll hear another one. When you have DMRs, you have that same crashing noise, that same like weird crack. And you hear it like 10 times or 16 times, depending on the clip size. And it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it works fine if you've got one, but if you've got that many, it's deafening. It's horrible. So, yeah, that's not cool. But anyways, not even trying to focus on DMRs. Light machine guns. Okay, I haven't really used light machine guns. I've used the PKP and the Type 88. Those are the two weapons I found that are probably if they're not the best light machine guns, then they're the ones that just feel the best for me. And this weapon, I think, has topped both of those. Magnum, oh my gosh. I've had so much fun with this sniper rifle. It's just an all-around beast of a weapon. So what does this thing bring to the table? Well, it's got a high rate of fire, a super high rate of fire. In fact, it's got a higher rate of fire than the Scout Elite and also the M24. So that's going to help you have a better chance of taking down the enemy if you miss your first shot. The other thing this thing's got going for it is a great bullet velocity. So as you can see in clips like this, you can hit moving targets like it's pizza pie. A lot of things that people already do is try to stick with one scope. I like to stick with the 8x scope like I know a lot of other people do. But there's also some people that like to use the 7x scope. Or maybe they like to use the 6x scope. Doesn't matter. Pick one. Although I do recommend the 8x scope. My personal preference. But yeah, so things like that are going to really help you out when using any sniper rifle, but especially the Magnum, just because it is such a powerful weapon. And so really all the weapons that have been introduced in this DLC have been great contenders for some of the best weapons you can get in this game at the moment. So what I mean by this is when you add something like China Rising brought some great weapons and some really not so great weapons. The RPK was the light machine gun they introduced, which had a low magazine count, a low damage model. It just wasn't a great weapon. And on the other hand, you had things like the L96 sniper rifle. You also had the L85 assault rifle, which is just a phenomenal weapon. But this update seems to have brought some of the best weapons we've seen in this game. And that's not really counting the maps. The maps, look, I enjoyed Battlefield 3. I really like Battlefield 3's maps for the most part. Operation Metro, of course, was a little bit of a flustercluck. And there were some other maps that were sort of like that. And they've actually been mirrored in the Operation Locker. That map is basically just a snowy Operation Metro. Anyways, there were some great DLCs. They had things like Aftermath. I enjoyed the Close Quarters DLC in Battlefield 3, and a lot of people didn't, but I really liked those maps. I enjoyed how they played. I also enjoyed that they weren't really as much of a grenade fest like in Battlefield 4. It's just like so much grenading. Anyways, staying on track here, Battlefield 4, these maps aren't really all that much fun to me. It's like DICE was like, oh, we're gonna make a DLC for Battlefield 4. We're gonna take some of the most hated maps in the game and we're gonna put them in your... Like, there were so many great maps. There was Aftermath. I don't even know where to begin. Why did they choose these maps to be the ones that they reworked? There were so many better ones. So that's my 2 cents on the matter, and I won't complain anymore. But all around, it's an okay DLC. If you want to get some great weapons and some decent maps, then this might be something that you're interested in. So anyways, that's about it. This video's starting to wrap up now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope it's been a little bit informative. If you guys enjoy this, please check out some of my other videos. I've actually got a DayZ video coming out very soon that I'm actually probably going to wait to render right after this video. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to test that out. I'd really like to start making a little bit of a DLC series, a DayZ series, and make that sort of part of this channel. But let me know if you guys like that. I really am trying to work hard to give you guys something that's entertaining and fun to watch. So leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff truly does help me out and make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So once again, guys, thanks a bunch, and I'll see you next time.